The only thing I heard was gunshots. We thought it was fireworks. We was already in bed. And after the fireworks, we heard screaming. We really didn't think any of it since everybody was having fireworks. We was already in bed. We didn't think something like that was going to happen, especially around here.
Sibile, you were chasing the story. An NYPD officer assassinated sitting in a command car on the street. What do you got?
The Bronx has become the center of attention after police officer Miosotis Familia was shot and killed inside a police command trailer near the intersection of East 183rd Street and Creston Avenue. Officials say the attack was unprovoked. The suspect, Alexander Bonds, posted this anti-cop rant on Facebook back in September.
Every brother, cousin, uncle you got that get killed in jails because of a blood or crip or Lion King killing them. Nah, police be killing them. It's saying an inmate killed them.
Bronze has a long rap sheet. He allegedly beat up a cop with brass knuckles. He's been arrested several times, and he was on parole for a robbery in 2013 in Syracuse. He had served 6 years out of an 8-year sentence, was out on parole, and murdered Officer Familia. Bonds tried to flee the scene but was shot dead by police.
I don't feel safe anymore. Like after this, I just want to move, especially if you have young kids.
Officer Familia was a brave mother of 3. She had twins. She chose to be a police officer, put on her uniform, showed up for work, and unfortunately paid the ultimate price.
All right, thank you, Sibile. Guys, we are joined now by former Morris County Prosecutor Bob Bianchi. Bob, what is your take on this? I mean, another horrific murder of a police officer.
It's obviously the attack on police officers is escalating at an alarming rate. A lot of the anti-cop rhetoric that's out there, you're taking those people who are right on the edge and giving them a reason to want their 15 minutes of fame.
These officers are sitting ducks. What can they do to be more prepared? Do you see something where, hey, you can't approach a police officer, you can't approach a car?
Cops have each and every day tens of thousands of encounters, and any one of them could turn into a violent scenario. They're trained to be situationally aware. But I think that from a strategic point of view, one thing you may see, but these cops are going to be outside their vehicles a lot more. You're not going to see them establishing perimeters around themselves where they're completely defenseless when they're approached in circumstances where a maniac like this is going to put a bullet in their head and they really have no ability to get out of harm's way.
You never know when someone's going to snap, and it's hard to almost preemptively try to say, well, you can't approach a vehicle now, because then it just leads to too many other problems.
You want to talk about trust in the community plummeting. If cops start writing tickets or arresting people for approaching their vehicle, that'll happen. This guy shot someone in cold blood, in the head, assassination style. By definition, if you do that, you are a nut job. There is really nothing that is going to reach a nut job one way or the other.
This guy is probably somebody that should have gotten a longer sentence. I mean, maybe the problem is we're way too soft on crime.
You know, we're not being too soft on crime, and that is, I'm glad you asked that question. We have draconian laws in this state. We have mandatory sentencing, 85% period of parole eligibility. Most of the people that come out don't do these kind of things. And what we don't want is to have yet another political overreaction where we have many more mandatory laws and state prison sentences where we're warehousing most people who would never go out and do this again.
But then what happens? We end up having people, as Alex put it, who are crazy out on the street. And maybe we need more treatment for mental illness.
Or we need more prisons and longer sentences. Thanks, Bob.